Why hello internet everyone! How are you today? I'm Heather May, and today I am going to discuss the fact that not that I was poor, but that I was poor in terms of video games and gaming systems. I did get to enjoy video games plenty of times. I did spend a lot of time hanging out with my cousin over at my grandparents' house, and he had everything. He got all the new systems when they came out. He got all the games he wanted. Must have been nice. For me, video games were something that I was only able to experience whenever I was with him. But then there was also the problem of, he didn't want some dirty girl playing his game and getting better than him. So that was always fun, trying to be like, hey, let me play. And he'd be like, no, I'm playing, you're a dumb girl. But there were plenty of times that he'd be like, hey, let's play, Wave Runner. We played a lot of Wave Runner, we played a lot of GoldenEye. I got most of my gaming news through him. Hello, Clunk. I pretty much got all my gaming news through him. I didn't have like a, subscription to like Nintendo Power or anything like that. Any kind of system that I had before the PlayStation 2 actually were just, they were all just hand-me-downs whenever he got the next great thing. So that's how I ended up getting, an SNES. That's how I ended up getting an N64. That's how I ended up getting a PlayStation. But games that I knew about that I really wanted, I didn't get. Unless, of course, my cousin didn't want them anymore. When it comes to fighting games, I'm a big Tekken fangirl. Love Tekken. I always have. My earliest memories of Tekken might have been this second one. First or second one. One of those two games. I've only played them a handful of times. And the only reason that I was able to play those is because of my uncle. That was before he became my uncle, whenever him and my aunt were dating. And I just remember playing as King a lot. I don't know why, I just did. I was like, cat guy, I'm playing that guy. He's a cat. But I didn't really get into Tekken, like, really hardcore until I had a PlayStation 2. That was mine, that was bought for me, and Tekken 4 was one of the first games that was purchased, and it was mine. I was the first owner of that disc, and I played the shit out of it. So yeah, a lot of the videos that we do on the show for Battle Geek Plus, have you played the game? 9 times out of 10 my answer is going to be no, because I didn't play it due to, not having a chance to, because I didn't have the system, I didn't have the game, or my knowledge only extends from merely watching my cousin and his friends playing. And in some instances, I've never even heard the games because I'm too young. I'm not even 30. But because of that, I don't have a huge library of games that I've played, even from the PS2 era. I grew up without a computer. We didn't have a computer. I mean, we had a computer, but we certainly didn't have internet. And it certainly didn't have the capabilities to be able to play computer games. We weren't even allowed on that computer because my stepdad used it for business. Even if we were able to get internet, it was too expensive. We lived in the middle of fucking nowhere, and getting internet lines out in the middle of the boonies cost a fucking fortune, which we didn't have. Even though I'm a big fan of Thief, I've known the lore for a long time, I've never actually played the computer games themselves until the few months before the latest Thief came out. I grew up not having money for disposable crap that was, when you think about it in terms of things like clothing and food, is crap. All my gaming systems were hand-me-downs. The very few games that I got were also hand-me-downs. So I really only got to experience video games, at a friend's house, at my cousin's house. We weren't able to have the internet or have the capability of a computer strong enough to do. I couldn't even play Doom. Doom was something that I always wanted to play. I couldn't play it. It was a game outside of my reach. Did any of you have the same problem? Did you grow up not being able to get what you wanted because you simply couldn't have it? Were there games out there that you always wanted to play as a kid and you never got to? And now as an adult, with emulators and stuff like that, have you tried them? I know I did. Do you have games that you dreamt about as a child Do you still dream about them? I know I do.